Okay, so I just want to spend a couple of minutes talking about thresholds. Something that not everybody considers, and sometimes architects do design projects to have what's considered a flush threshold. So what people are looking for is to have nothing to step over from the inside to the outside. And whilst aesthetically that looks good, there are things to consider to actually make sure that it does fit with the project. We offer 4 types of threshold, starting with a 50mm weather rated, which I'll come back to, a 30mm, a 20mm and a 15mm being the lowest. Of those thresholds, only the 50mm is weather rated, something really important to consider. And it is the one that is recommended for any external set of bifolds. Flush thresholds should normally be only put into very sheltered locations where there is drainage considered, or internal as indoors between rooms. The one we recommend is a 50mm threshold, which is what I'm demonstrating here. What you'll see is that the threshold sits on top of a 25mm sill. So the sill is hidden here beneath some composite decking very neatly, but allows for drainage away. For projects where they don't require a sill, then obviously 25mm being the depth will come off the overall threshold and sill depth together. But what you'll have is a 50mm threshold with this rebate at the top. What I'm going to demonstrate is why it's weather rated and why it is recommended. As we close the doors into position and lock them, what you will have seen is that the doors seal at the top with the outer frame, but also have sealed neatly behind the rebate of the 50mm threshold. Now, this can still be done where you actually have a flush finish. What you need to consider is whether or not the build can be allocated where you build the internal floor up and drop the threshold to the outside with a drop down. That way you will get your smooth set running out to it, but you will end up with a drop down. This can be planned very well early enough with builders, and it is something we would recommend. But even if you want that flush finish, this is the one for you. It's colour matched, and like I said, nothing really draft or water is going to get through this. Alternatively, as discussed, we have flush threshold options. This is a 30mm. There are lower ones again, which I'll show you some detail on a separate video. But as we close these doors, what you'll now see is there's no rebate at the back. So in areas where it can get wind, rain, draft, etc., all that's stopping anything from blowing through is a brush strip, which isn't going to do the full job if you are in particularly poor area of weather and open to the environments. So it's something you can have, and if it's planned for, can still work for you, but our recommendation would always be the 50mm standard weather rated threshold.